Hello guys, this is Fred, and in this video guys, I want to go over a couple things that you need to know about the stimulus check. I know you've been patiently waiting, and I know things are not going well for you, or for some of you, especially for those of you guys who lost your job during this pandemic. And of course, a lot of you guys are waiting to see what the stimulus check has to offer. So now, what I want to talk to you about today is the eviction protection executive order. I want to talk about the student loan deferment. I want to talk about the payroll tax deduction, or I would say payroll tax deferment. Also, I want to talk to you guys about the unemployment, all right, unemployment benefits, that the federal unemployment benefits, if you want to call it so. So one thing I want to tell you guys, so far, Congress is still fighting to get the stimulus package passed, okay? So they're still working on it and no result. I was so optimistic something will come up last week. Unfortunately, that did not happen because the Republican providing their suggestion and what they think is best for the American people, and the Democrats find that it's too small, and they believe that the people, the American people, deserve more. So the fact that and there's still back and forth, guys, and like I told you, remember, election is in November. So the fact that election is in November, they are using the stimulus check for politics, okay? They are using it for politics, and I can assure you, if there was no election, the stimulus package would have been passed long time ago. But because there's an election coming, they're trying to be very, very, very smart about what's going on, what they can approve. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix something quickly. Sorry guys. Okay, so they're trying to see what they can approve and what they cannot approve. So pretty much this is where we at with the stimulus. So with that said, the president, which is the President Trump, he has signed some executive order. Amongst them, you have the eviction protection, which, you know guys, with the eviction protection, if you are somebody making under $99,000 a year as an individual, you are protected. What that means? That means your landlord cannot just go and kick you out. You will be protected. And if your landlord wants to kick you out, of course, that's gonna be a crime. That's against the law. According to the executive order, the landlord could face 1 year in prison or $1,000 in fines. So your landlord cannot kick you out if you are somebody and making $99,000 a year or less than $99,000 a year. So, other thing that I want you guys to be aware of, right? You got the student loan deferment. The student loan deferment, you don't have to call the student loan people. They will definitely get that deferred for you. So I want you guys to understand that with the student loan deferment, you don't have to call the student loan people and then to have it deferred for you. But just to make sure, I'm gonna say it again, just to be sure, call them and verify. You always have to protect yourself. You don't want no mistake to happen on your side. Call them and make sure that they get it deferred, okay? So I may say so, and somebody may make some mistake down the line, and then at the end of the day, who's gonna suffer? You're gonna suffer. And one thing that's very important, again, that the president passed as an executive order, the payroll tax deferment. Payroll tax deferment, guys, I want you to be clear about it. I want you guys to know exactly what is the payroll tax deferment. The payroll tax deferment, it simply means if you are somebody that makes less than $4,000 a week, listen to me now. If you are an individual or an American making less than $4,000 a week, you can get your tax deferred, which means they will not take taxes, which is 6.2% taxes. They will not take it from your paycheck. Okay, so now if you have your tax deferred, your full paycheck will come to you this year from September 1st until December 31st. However, next year, starting January 1st until April 31st, you will be charging double for your taxes. So you will see your taxes double. So technically, if you are somebody that deferred your tax now, next year, you're gonna end up paying $12.4% in taxes. So like I always tell people, if you think things are bad now, you cannot afford food to put on your table, you cannot afford anything, and you think things are bad now, and then wait until next year, things will get worse if you are somebody that's going to defer your taxes. Again, it's available for you. You can do it. That's, again, my opinion. I will not do it because I don't want to, if they're going to defer something, just don't take it at all. But the fact that if I deferred my paycheck, then I have to pay it next year, it's a little not okay for me. Because once I have my money, it's my money. You defer it. Thank you, government. Thank you, president. But why do I have to pay it back next year? If you want to do something for the American people, just do it all the way. Don't just make poor people, which is poor people like us, like me. Don't make me believe that, oh yeah, everything is okay. Congratulations and thank you, President Trump. Everything is okay. And then next year I have to worry, and I have to worry about taxes. Hey, politics. I think what it is, I think the reason they don't forgive it all the way, or they don't cut that tax all the way, and they said if you cut it, they will take it next year. I think, my opinion, I think if you do that, so pretty much you're going to be like, oh, Trump was a better president and he did not charge me taxes. And next year, if you don't get reelected, then you're going to blame everything on Joe Biden. You're going to say Joe Biden is doing that, charging you X amount of tax or X amount of money in taxes. Don't blame Joe Biden now. If you are somebody that defer your paycheck, when Joe Biden, or if Joe Biden become president, don't blame him. Trump is the one that signed that executive order, and if you are call your employer now to verify, because some employer, they exempt from it. What that means, some employers, they're still deducting taxes from the employee's paycheck. However, if the employee go to HR or call HR and say, I would like to change this, HR will not have no problem to change it for you. Do you hear me? I'm going to say it again. Some employers is not taking part of the new executive orders about the payroll deduction deferment. They're not taking part of it. So you're still gonna get your check normal. However, if you have to change your taxes and you'd like to defer your taxes from your paycheck, you can call HR now and they will be more happy to do it. So remember, guys, I am also a tax preparer. So I help people prepare the taxes. What I'm gonna say is very important to you listening to me right now. If you are somebody that go ahead and defer your paycheck, defer your taxes from your paycheck, technically your tax return this year will be lesser. So imagine somebody that's not paying enough taxes already, and then you go defer your taxes. So when you're gonna file taxes to get your return, you will not get a good return. So why I'm saying that, because I know a lot of you guys gonna file your taxes with me next year. So I don't want to hear you guys come back and say, Fred, why I am not making so much